Well, it is another day on the farm and it is raining. No, but we can go ahead and live on. So a couple of bit of updates. Still no canola oil has been produced yet. I'm a little upset about that. We have produced another pallet of flour, which all we gotta do is take it over here and put it into the bread factory. Just go ahead and simply pick this up by that. And let's drop it off over here. Shouldn't be too bad, honestly, because we've made about half of a bread or half of a pallet of bread. So long as we keep making bread pallets or making a complete bread pallet, that'd be awesome. So as you can see, of course, it is raining and I really don't like doing a whole lot of work during the rain, but keyword here, but we can at least go ahead and get started on the weeding part because we still have a lot of fields that need to be weeded, and we have narrow tires on this tractor right here, which honestly was like one of the best decisions I think I could have did, was put narrow tires on it. So no matter what, we can at least keep going with the weeding process. So right now we are using this weeder. This weeder is only meant for medium-sized weeds. So, oh, look at that. That's actually really nice looking. Hold up. Wow. I like the way it's like caked on there. But one really big thing a lot of you guys haven't noticed is we are playing at 5 times speed. I'm gonna at least try to keep it there unless we have a lot to do in one day. Then we may back it down or speed it up as time goes along. Because at the end of the day, our main goal is to make the $10 million in-game money. So I don't know what's going on here. I just checked the map and it's not letting me weed this field at all. So I'm trying to, as you can see, yeah, it's not picking it up as I'm weeding it. So it's a whatever situation. We'll just go ahead and put this back up where it belongs. I wonder, I want to see this. I want to see this. Yeah, it's still caked. Okay, so it's not as bad in there, but it is still caked in there like it should be. Okay. Just gotta spray everything down real quickly. We're trying to keep this tractor from getting as damaged as possible, so the least amount of damage we can keep on it, the better. And I do know the dirtier the tractor, especially if you use it for a long period of time, when it gets dirtier, what also makes it worse on the percentage. Alrighty, so now the last thing that we have to do in this day is we're supposed to at least go ahead and fertilize. But I do want to do this real fast. I just remembered about this, so it's about taking me a few seconds. I want to get rid of all 3 of these cows because we don't really need them right now. And there's no point in just letting them sit in there and not do anything with them. Alright, so let's turn my GPS on, assist. There we go. The best part about buying this spreader would have to be the width of it. I love how wide that this spread goes out for, and it makes doing these jobs in breeze. So right now we're just getting this last of these 3 fields right here done. I'm kind of using the map to kind of remember exactly where I need to hit still, just so that I don't miss any of these little areas around here. So if I don't hit every like little nook and cranny, I'm fine, but I just want to hit like the bigger patches just so that I'm at least 99% fertilized on the field and we have the best possible yield we can get out of these little fields. Yeah, one full hopper to have almost all these fields fertilized twice. You really can't complain about that. But we're gonna take this on to the town real fast. I believe we should have our bags still sitting in town. If not, we'll just go ahead and buy some more bags of fertilizer in the town. Because right now we're getting really tight on money. Money has gotten a lot tighter than I thought it would. I hope the bread comes out a little bit better. I'm also hoping the canola oil makes some money as well, because right now we're not looking too hot. All right, so we bought 2 more bags of fertilizer, and I know we probably only needed 1, or we definitely did only need 1, but I want to at least go and buy 2 bags just so that we can fill it up a good way and don't need to buy them for a little bit, because that puts us down to $523 in total. So we've spent $500,000 getting everything prepped and ready to go. Now I know this first harvest we won't really see much of the money back. We should see a good bit of it back, maybe $100,000, but we won't start seeing real good profit margins I think until like year 2 or 3. And that's what's going to be the main kicker, is getting that year 2 or 3 bit, but it's a slow moving process that we're just going to keep making money with. On top of that, honestly, once we get done with this, I want to start working on some of the contracts, and there's some decent contracts out there available for me right now. I wouldn't mind picking up like this mowing contract, just little stuff like that will help out the farm a ton is what I'm thinking about doing. One thing I definitely want to get more in a habit of is just select it when I first start, select a contract and just put an AI worker to start it. And while I'm doing the normal work around the farm, have at least 1 AI worker always doing some type type of contract so that it's just being done. I don't have to think twice about it, and I'm always making a little bit more money so that I can pay for like fertilizer and stuff like that throughout the entire episode that I need. Now we just have to finish up this last little bit. It honestly is taking less time than I thought to get this last little bit done. At the end of the day, everything's got to be done, and I understand it's taking longer than expected. All right, there we go. We are now done with all the fertilization now, and all of the fields have been fertilized fully. None of these at least have weeds. Limed. We cannot roll them, but I believe they've been mulched. One has been mulched. Yeah, so we can't roll them yet. Honestly, it's something that we need to purchase, but not being able to lease stuff is what's currently hurting us, because one of the rules is we're not allowed to lease any pieces of equipment. I don't think, keyword here, don't think we're going to be struggling in the long term, but it's just a little bit harder right now not being able to lease this stuff. But once we are starting to make money and we're not leasing everything and we actually own, it's going to be 10 times better. All right, we're good right there. Next thing, let's go ahead and move on to a contract. Right now would be our biggest bet. Could do some rock picking. I'm not really that king. Let's pick that up and let's put an AI worker doing this job. Oh, look at the beast of a tractor. Now, one thing I would want to do eventually is possibly purchase a plow of some sort so that we could plow our fields together and do these contracts, but I don't know. It's hard to choose one. Look at all the sheep and the goats. I do love that about these, the way the animal selling pins are now. It actually just show you the animals as you drive by them. We'll let this guy go ahead and take over while he takes over that contract. Say real fast. Now, I want to do this mowing contract because I've yet to get to use this MacDon equipment, and I've really been waiting for it. I've been waiting for every excuse, honestly, to use MacDon. Honestly, you would expect the back steering not to drive this well. It drives better than I would have thought, actually. But we'll see how it drives once we get into the field. Oh, I actually like this. I don't know why, but I just love the way it actually feels. Like going around these turns kind of feel really nice. We'll see how this, because I have to do some of these parts. Oh yeah, didn't even have to slow down at all. I need one of these ASAP for our farm. I need to start using the MacDon more. Wow. So like for people wondering, this is my first time using the MacDon pack at all. And so that's why I'm kind of like, oh wow, this is pretty nice. I should be using this a lot more than I do currently. And just like that, we finished up this contract right here. Let's go to contracts. We'll go ahead and collect that. See how he's doing over here. About 12% done. Not too bad. Honestly, he's doing a little bit better job than I thought he would. Like, let's just look at this for a second. The grounding formation looks absolutely insane. You got this little rut right here he's leaving by. Yeah, that little rut he's leaving behind right there, and on top of that, he's filling up this rut. It does look realistic as I'll get out, in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and do this field. It's field 10, then we'll do field field 10, then we'll do field 7 because both of these are cultivating contracts. I do want to reiterate this. I do not count borrowing the equipment for contracts as leasing it. Technically, if you're leasing it, you're using it on your own farm. If you're borrowing it from them, they take a percentage of the money. You're just using their equipment to get the job done faster and with something that's appropriate size for the field. And plus, I don't really want to get my equipment tore up a little bit more and have to fix it just because I'm putting extra hours on it. One thing I cannot stand about this tractor, and this may be a just me thing, I don't know, but I don't like how the front and the back wheels turn. Is there a way to turn that off? Toggle. Oh, I don't want a crab walk. I want to. There we go. Never mind. I fixed it. I'm about to say this thing does not like to turn because of that crab steering whatsoever. Alrighty, so we're on the last pass right now. It has took a little bit longer than I thought, honestly. I was not planning for this to take this long. Maybe the other field won't take as long because it's a bigger cultivator at least, but it's definitely a little bit bigger of a job than I thought. Come on. 99. Come on. Come on. Let me finish. Let me finish the contract. Finish the contract. Am I gonna finish? Ah, there we go. All right. That is one thing I don't like is you can't finish the contract. Once it says completed, it is completed. It's not the best in my opinion. I would rather not do that, but what are we gonna do at the end of the day? One thing we are gonna do is we are going to borrow. Now this should be a lot quicker of a job. Alrighty, and once we're done with this will be the last contract we're gonna do of the day. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get this job done pretty quickly. I'm hoping it won't take as long as the other one did, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get it done, and by the time we wrap this up, the other one should be closer to done, and we'll just wait it out. And it took a little bit, again, took a lot longer than I was expecting, and it is done. Now we just gotta live with this. And I'm gonna let the AI do its job here. Bring you guys back once it is done with, once the AI is done with cultivating. And after way too long of doing it, I actually kind of stopped it and did it myself. We can finally collect all of it. There we go. Okay, we're about to $22,000 because of contracts. That took a lot longer than I wanted to, but that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.